Good evening. My name is Desire Joseph Katihabwa, and on tonight's topic, we'll be discussing a bit of history about Tanzania. And tonight I have the greatest privilege and honor to welcome a Tanzanian diplomat, Ambassador David Kapya. And without any further ado, I'd like to go ahead with the first question. Mr. Ambassador, can you tell us where you were born and just give a brief history about your memories of your childhood growing up where you were born?
Thank you very much, Desiree. First of all, Happy New Year to you.
Thank you.
I was born in Tabora region, in a village called Sikonge. Sikonge is a mission village, which basically I can say started around 1890, 96, 97 by the German missionaries who came to spread the gospel.
Yes.
They were from the Moravian Church. Moravian Church was a church established in Germany in the, I think, 14th or 15th century. So they came to our area and built a hospital. And that's where I was born, close now to 75 years ago.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador. And do you recall at all just talking about family history with your parents and grandparents?
Yes, we are mixed people. You know, there was a lot of movement of populations in the 18th century, 19th century. So much so that on my father's side, we are people who are called the Wakonongo, who came from Ikonongo. Ikonongo is an area south of Tabora, bordering what is now called Mbeya region, near Lake Rukwa. If you look at the map, you'll see there's a Lake Rukwa south of Tabora. So my father's parents came from that area and moved north to this village called Sikonge, because that's where the missionaries were. My father, we were told, was a very bright young boy, and the missionaries loved him so much and trained him to become a teacher. So as he grew up, he started teaching. He opened a school in a nearby village called Kipanga, which is about 8 miles or 12, 14 kilometers east of Sikonge. So that's where he spent his life teaching. He taught there for almost 40 years, from 1928 to 1968. Then my mother came from a ruling family in that area of Sikonge, because that is where the chief or the Mwami, of that area came from. So I was born in that family. I think in Burundi, you would say, like, you can say I'm a Mganwa.
Muganwa, okay.
Yeah, because on my mother's side, I'm from a ruling family.
Okay, okay. What you just mentioned was actually going to lead me to my next question. What is your family clan heritage? Because I know that in Tanzania, just like in Burundi, you have a clan which refers to more family structure. Like, for example, for me, on my father's side, I am Omunyakarama. Banyakarama are actually historically said to have come from Karagwe. And from my father's mother, she is from Umujango, from the clan of Aba Nyabugufi. She actually came from the royal family from Tanzania. And on my mother's side, she descends from Abarorere clan, which is actually a sub-branch of the Abaganwa, descendant of King Nare Rutaganzwa. So what is your family clan heritage on both your parents, your mother and father?
The heritage is more on the mother's side.
Okay.
Because as I said, her father was a sub-chief.
Okay, okay, okay.
And this old man used to call me that I was his first grandchild who went to school.
Okay.
Who went to a proper school, so he liked me a lot.
Yes.
And when he was dying in 1963, he said I should take over his mantle.
Yes, yes.
But I was very young in secondary school, and the elders said, no, we cannot hand over to this young boy the inheritance of his grandfather. So I missed that one, whatever he had.
Yes.
But until today, when I go to the village, they call me Mwanangwa. Mwanangwa is just a rank below the chief.
In our tradition, we call a chief Umutware.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same.
Yes.
We had in our setup there were Abatware.
Yes, yes. So you had the same calling, the same naming. Abatware.
Yes, but Mtware meant someone who was just below the chief.
That's amazing. That's I mean, during colonial time, do you have any memories from colonial time?
Yeah, when the colonials came, when the Germans came, they found this administrative setup.
Yes.
You had the chief, Mwami, Mtemi, and then under the Mwami, Mtemi, you had these sub-chiefs.
Okay, okay.
It was very well established, and when I'm talking of the early 19th century,
Yes.
If you have heard of the big chiefs, because on our side we didn't have kings, like the interlacustrine kingdoms.
Okay.
But the chiefs were very powerful, like Mirambo, if you have heard about him.
Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah, Chief Mirambo was very powerful. He stopped the Arabs. He stopped the white people going through his chiefdom. This is Tabora area.
Yes, yes.
Going towards the Congo. So they had these sub-chiefs controlling all these areas, and people used to pay taxes, and it was very well established. So when the Germans came, towards the end of the 19th century, they just took over the system and used these chiefs to administer, to rule the territory. Until 1919, after the First World War, when the Germans eventually left in 1920, the British came.
Yes.
to take over Tanganyika as a trust territory. So that system continued. They used the chiefs, the British used the chiefs until 1963. When after independence, then President Nyerere said he would remove the chiefs. He wanted to build one nation.
That's quite interesting history, quite similar to where I grew up. The next question that I have, do you find that in Tanzania, or generally when you travel across Africa, is there an appetite or an interest in keeping tradition within the younger generation? What has been your observation when talking to young people? Do they have that appetite to try to learn more about the tradition and culture?
Unfortunately not, because of the education system. You know, well, it's unfortunate because when we went to school, the British used to maintain culture. And there were specific sessions where you have to learn culture. We used to dance. Each grouping would dance their local dances. And so there was that element of keep maintaining the culture. But after the white people left, when we were left on our own, that emphasis was not so much so that our children today, if you start telling stories about the cultural values, the cultural elements of what we went through, what we were taught by our parents, how to behave, what to do in certain circumstances, like they are almost lost and they have no interest.
Yes.
I attribute that one easily to education, you know, about our children. Yes. For example, for us, for my family, all my kids went to school in Europe.
Yes.
Yeah, they go to school in Europe, so they are totally lost.
Yes.
When you tell them, no, we need to do this, they say, no, Daddy, this was your time.
Yes.
Now things have changed.
Yes.
Because of globalization. There's everything now. You know,
yes.
they can.
Yes. This will lead me to my last question. What are your hopes for Tanzania and Africa in general?
Hopes for Tanzania. I think there's a spirit of revival. There's a spirit of revival to maintain the cultural values of the society in Tanzania at large. If you have followed in the recent years, the late President Magufuli, yes, he really pushed hard to have even Kiswahili become a language in the OAU, in the UN, because Kiswahili in the region, in the East African region, as far as the Congo, South Africa, Zambia, Angola. So that is like a uniting element. You know, the language factor to keep at least, to keep East Africa and the Southern African region together as one, because we are united by language.
Absolutely. You've made a very interesting point, and I wanted to conclude this interview by thanking you first for having made the time to do this interview. And I wanted to share some of the research I've actually discovered while digging into my history, my past, my family history. So this is what I've gathered in terms of the history of both my parents. And you can clearly see that this man that I descend from has gone through a lot of migration. And this is just the map of it. And you can clearly see that where they've migrated, they do mention the Sandawe of Tanzania and the Khoisan. So we are really diverse in our heritage, family history, and it's important that we continue this conversation. If I can just share what I've discovered in terms of my maternal line. So this is the female ancestry. Again, it goes back to show that there was a lot of migration from East Africa. You can see the arrow here, and they tend to find the descendant of this first woman around the area of Mozambique. So this is my maternal lineage. And if you have to read with, in terms of the ancient history, these are people who were excavated from different places, including Tanzania. My heritage will be summed up as Masai, Sandawe, Lemba, Biaka from Central African Republic, Ethiopia, Hadza, and the Bantu Ethiopian Jewish. So you can clearly see that we have that diverse heritage, and it's important that people communicate and talk, and that we realize that we're all part of an African family. So thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador.
Now let me add something, because what you just touched upon is also very interesting.
Yes.
On my wife's side, in recent history, maybe 1880s or something like that, on my wife's side, the great-grandfather of hers came from Burundi.
That's really interesting. Yes.
Yes, came from Burundi. I think at that time, around maybe 1860s, something like that. Yes. There was a mass exodus of people from Burundi.
Okay.
Cattle herders.
Yes.
Into
cattle herders. Yes.
Into areas of Tanzania.
Yes.
They came as far as Tabora.
Yes.
One branch went up towards Lake Victoria.
Okay.
And those who went up towards Lake Victoria,
yes,
there's a theory that even maybe that President Nyerere's mother was from that branch.
That's really interesting.
So the great parents of my wife came into Tanzania from Burundi.
Yes.
The grandfather was a school teacher. The father, my father-in-law, was an administrator. He went to very good schools. He went to Tabora School.
Okay.
Became an administrator, and the early district administrators under the colonial administration, even before independence. So
yes.
The grandmother of my wife, mother of her mother, also came from areas of northern Tabora at that time.
Yes.
But not far from Burundi, and she had the physical look of being someone from Burundi.
Yes. It's interesting. This actually leads me to want to share something else that I discovered in these ancient history research. So these are all the samples. These are actually individuals who were excavated from different regions, including Kenya, and I've picked up a few samples from Tanzania. If I just so you can see, like, this person from 300 BC matched my sample, matched my DNA. And
300 BC.
Yeah, 300 BC. And there's also another one from 600 BC that was excavated. and they all seem to be from pastoralist background. So this is a clear indication that there is a lot of family links within East Africa.
And one day we were in Addis Ababa.
Yes.
I was working with a gentleman from Burundi.
Yes.
Who was my boss. His name was Nicholas Bwakira.
Yes, I know him. I know him.
Yeah. His brother Melchior Bwakira, who was foreign minister.
Yes.
So when my father-in-law came to Addis Ababa to visit us, I took him to the office to introduce him to my boss.
Yes.
So this old man was called Wilson Bizuru.
Okay.
So Nicola said, it's a name from Burundi.
Yes, it's a very, very common name indeed.
Yeah, so we said, no, it's from Tanzania. No, but Bizuru is from Burundi. So you see, we are one people, and one day I was sitting in a waiting area to go and see one minister for social welfare and something in Kigali. In her office, I was perusing through magazines and I saw one magazine in Kinyarwanda.
Yes.
But with the name of Lieutenant Bizuru. So I said, Minister, I need to take this newspaper.
Yes.
I need to take this magazine with me to Tanzania because the Bizurus are my in-laws.
Yes.
So, you're Bizurus? I said, yes. Yeah, so you see, it's a region.
You are all one.
Yes, it's a region. And a few, up to 2 years ago, we were dealing with this inter-Burundi dialogue. So each time we went to Bujumbura, we would meet with the leaders there, President Nkurunziza, now President Ndayishimiye, all the big shots.
Yes.
We would meet with them, and I used to tell them that, look, me, Burundi is my second home because I started being implicated with Burundi since the time of President Michombero. Then they would all say, c'est pas vrai.
Yes, there's a lot in common that we all have in Africa.
Yes.
And
and then you mentioned Emmanuel Ramibango. He was my friend.
Yes.
My friend here in Dar es Salaam. And in 1999, we were all in Arusha. Mwalimu Nyerere was facilitating that peace talks.
Yes.
And Ramibango says, tonight we will be commemorating the 37th anniversary of Prince Rwagasore.
Yes.
So we all went to that small bar where he had organized the meeting, and President Nyerere came.
Yes.
In person, he came there and everybody was scared. They said, the president has come in a bar. So I told Emmanuel, I said, Emmanuel, no, you are powerful. How can you bring a president to a bar like this? He said, no, he said, no, he came because Rwagasore was his friend.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we are one people.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure, and it's been an honor to interview you. And I hope we can bring on board more people so that we can help the younger generation to really appreciate our heritage, and more so to continue connecting. Thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador.
And I appreciate your efforts.
Thank you.
Please keep it up.
Yes.
You'll be the guiding torch or the guiding light to bring on board all these young people.
Absolutely.
Who seem or tend now to ignore, but African culture is very rich.
Absolutely.
If we all abide by it, then nothing can go wrong.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much.
And once again, mwaka mwiza, and stay well, and one day we will see you.
Murakoze. Thank you.